everybody, and welcome to our second webinar in the FM series, Seamless Integration with CAFM and Dynamic Scheduling. I'm Hart, Account Director at Totalmobile, and this morning I'm joined today by Colin Challenger, one of our Principal Solutions Specialists. Today we're going to be exploring how smart field service management and seamless integration with CAFM can help FM businesses do more with less, unlocking new levels of efficiency, visibility and impact. In today's agenda, we're going to be talking about technology integration and why this matters for facilities management, doing more with less and the role of dynamic scheduling, CAFM with field service software, and talking about the key differences and how they actually work together, the benefits of integration, and the bit that I know that you guys are all going to be more excited about is actually having a look at these solution capabilities in more detail. And then we're going to talk about a real world customer story with OCS. So let's look at some market context initially. So according to CBRE's 2025 FM Trends Report, connected FM technologies are one of the top drivers of industry growth. The UK FM market is valued at £64.5 billion, and this is projected to grow up to £74 billion by 2030. Outsourced services account for 64% of that market, with continued growth expected. 45% of the UK FM market are investing in software in the next year, with 41% of those targeting smart building or IoT solutions, and 37% are focusing on asset tracking and management. Integrated services now make up to over 40% of that market, with a strong growth in tech-enabled service models. Digital dashboards are merging soft and hard FM services, which are allowing FM providers to offer data-rich bundled contracts which enables them to command premium pricing. Real-time scheduling and mobile enablement are seen as critical enablers for workforce efficiency, and this enables you to help achieve your net zero goals. Driving growth and FM trends are seeing 77% of UK FM decision makers who are citing cost and value for money as a top purchasing driver. Over 80% of CAFM software buyers in the UK market are managing multiple sites, which therefore gives them a strong command to have integrated solutions. And the reason we're here today to talk about how you can do more for less, and that's by utilising dynamic scheduling and the technology that enables you to do that. Dynamic scheduling isn't just a buzzword, it's a smarter, more agile way of managing field operations. It's about getting the right people to the right job at the right time, with minimal friction and with intelligent automation. You can now automatically assign jobs based on real-time factors, so whether that's location, skills, availability. You can also avoid missed appointments and SLA breaches, which, as we all know, can be increasingly costly. And ultimately as well, you can look at reducing cost and fuel consumption, overtime costs, and also an admin overhead, which supports both your sustainability goals and also your budget control. But the benefits go far beyond just the logistics. And with dynamic scheduling, you can unlock a whole new level of operational efficiency. And we're going to go into a lot more detail of that as we look through this software capability. Before we dive deeper, I just want us to cover the importance of understanding the key differences between CAFM and field service management solutions, and why recognising these differences are critical to delivering successful business outcomes for you. CAFM and field service systems are often seen as complementary, and they serve very different purposes. But then when they actually work together, they can actually deliver real business value to you. CAFM is typically focused on asset and facilities management, helping teams, operations, ensuring the right people are deployed. FSM is about field operations, and when these systems operate in silos, it can cause friction, data gaps, duplicated effort, and missed appointments. But when they're integrated effectively, they unlock powerful synergies. And we're going to cover some of this around when we talk about sort of the dynamic scheduling when I hand over to Colin shortly. What we'd encourage you to do is obviously use CAFM if you're optimizing your internal assets, your maintenance, and your space usage. Use field service management if you're dispatching service teams and want to improve customer satisfaction, real-time tracking, and technician efficiency. But together, they provide a powerful end-to-end facilities and service management ecosystem. Integration isn't just about connecting systems, it's about creating a seamless, intelligent ecosystem that drives performance, agility, and customer satisfaction. You can look at some of the key integration deliverables when we look at end-to-end visibility, improved service delivery, dynamic scheduling, data synchronization, enhanced compliance and reporting, and optimize resource allocation, as well as that scalable, agile operation. I'm now going to hand over to Colin, who's going to talk you through our platform and software capabilities in more detail. We'll hopefully be able to demonstrate and talk to you about the benefits of field service management integration with CAFM. And ultimately, we're going to be diving into showing you dynamic scheduling in action and hopefully with some real-time updates. So Colin, I'll hand over to yourself.
Thanks, Amber. I'm going to share my screen because I'm going to be switching between some slides and some software as well. So just double check that everybody can see that. Amber, is that okay coming through?
We can, yes. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Yeah, so I think it's always worth while just considering what we mean when we talk about dynamic scheduling and where that sits in our field first platform. With the Totalmobile platform, we have a range of capabilities that on the left-hand side deal with managing assets, deal with managing the work and rostering of staffs. That we're going to focus today on the actual service planning element and just look at our independent dynamic scheduling tool, and I'll walk through what we mean by dynamic scheduling. And we also have some of the capabilities that Amber's just touched on around actually the mobile applications that hang off the back of this, including lone worker safety and the reporting solutions. So as Field First is a complete end-to-end platform, but when considering the specific benefits of dynamic scheduling, we're able to just focus on the actual scheduling component itself, and then consider, which we'll do in a follow-up webinar, how the mobile helps to drive some of the real-time nature of the scheduling solution.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Colin. So I'm just going to share my screen, so bear with me a second. I'm just going to move it along. So I just really wanted to touch on here and really demonstrate why Totalmobile is a trusted partner for the organisations that we work with. So we very much focus on a strategic journey that we take with our customers. We bring some deep expertise in our methodology and our commitment to delivering real business outcomes. And we do very much focus on delivering transformation with every project that we do. So we do pride ourselves on partnership and the fact that businesses are not just buying software, you're buying a long-term partnership with us. And I guess that really brings us down to closing this session today. And what I wanted to just touch on is a real life customer story with OCS, because I think this is going to actually enable you to truly understand the value of integration, because we've actually integrated our scheduling solution here with an MRI solution. and we can look at the outcomes that they've received. So a lot of you will know who OCS are. So OCS are a leading facilities management provider. They were facing some challenges with manual scheduling and fragmented systems, and the pressure of meeting contract-specific SLAs with having quite a large and diverse workflow. And what we've actually helped them with is, so we've gone from manual to intelligent scheduling. So they moved away from time-consuming manual scheduling and now have the dynamic scheduling solution that Colin has shown you today. And they allocate jobs in real time, so adapting instantly to their operational demand and their workforce availability. The integration was tailored for their contract, I guess, specific contract deliverables that they've committed to. So they will have contract specific SLAs and certain business cases around job deployment, appointed times and things like that. It is also helping them scale their workforce. So the solution was initially designed to support 120 engineers. And that then scaled up to just under 400 engineers. And now we're looking at scaling that up to 1,000 engineers. So the flexibility and the scalability of the solution has enabled them to grow and adapt with the contract performance that they needed to achieve. And the impact has been real and it's been transformational. You can see there is a quotation from Kirsty Carroll. So we are working with them. This is at their start of their journey with Totalmobile. And there is a lot more that they want to do with us moving forward. So we're coming towards the end. So I wanted to open up to any questions. I know we have had a question come through from one of our attendees inquiring about the integration needing an API. So I guess, Colin, the short answer to that is yes. But is there anything that you could add around sort of integration methods and capabilities?
Yeah, so I think I provided a little written answer to Nikki's question there, but just to unpack that a little bit. Yeah, so in the kind of real-time dynamic experience that we're kind of showcasing today, an API integration with a CAFM system is absolutely what we'd expect to see. That means we get bi-directional information, so we get the ability to load jobs, update jobs through changes, and then provide status updates as work is completed back to the CAFM. We would also share information back to the CAFM about when the job has actually been scheduled for, and if that changes because of a dynamic reason, then that can be pushed back as well. So in the kind of real-time, fully dynamic experience, then yes, an API integration would be required. And at a product level, we provide a range of REST APIs so that a modern integration can be provided with a CAFM. If for some reason that API integration is not available, then the system also supports the ability to manually upload jobs. So you could get a similar experience for engineers and for the scheduling, but you could extract out of a CAFM, download those into an appropriate spreadsheet, and then upload those into the system for then future planned work as that's happening. So a system can be deployed in that more manual sense, but that real-time experience really needs the API type integration to get the most automation from the solution. Brilliant.
Thank you very much for that. So that nicely brings us to a close for today's session. So as a lot of you will know, this is an FM series of webinars that we're actually hosting. So the next one will be held on the 5th of November. So it will be myself and Colin, and we will be talking predominantly there about mobile working. So that's going to be very much focused around our mobile solution and the benefits that would then bring. And then we've got our final session on the 3rd of December, which will be around data analytics and job management. However, obviously, what I will be doing is I will be sending out a follow-up email from this session. You obviously will get access to the recording from today's session. So please obviously watch that back if you do need any further information, but do reach out if there is anything that you do want to discuss in more detail. But I thank you very much for taking the time to dial in this morning. Really appreciate it, and hopefully we will see you on the next session in November. Thank you very much.